Hi everyone, it's Allie. Welcome back. Today we have a fun last day of summer hop for you. And Teresa from Scrapping for Less put this hop together, and I was so excited to participate. I love using all my summer stamps and dies, and I just always feel like the seasons go by so fast, and I never use as many of my stamps and dies as I should. So I had this paper in my stash called Paradise from Minte. And if you're not familiar, that is paper that is made in Poland. And I buy the 6x6 pads. I mainly use them just in my card making, so that's a perfect size for me. And I also pulled out my Spellbinders large die of the month. This one was from October 2018. And I think it is my most used die set from them. I think it was a really big hit with them because they have come out with a ton of add-on dies for this set, which I actually have not bought any of the add-on dies yet. I don't know, I haven't felt like I needed them yet. So I have a lot of fun using this set for all the different seasons. And with just what it came with. I mean, there's a ton of dies in there. So I like to pull this out. So when I thought about this hop, I wanted to make sort of like a mixed media card. I wanted kind of like a fussy card, and I wanted the truck to look like it was on its way to the beach. So I was looking through some of my pattern papers and I found this Minte pad and thought it was perfect. So I just flipped through it until I found a piece of paper that I loved, and then I cut it out about a quarter of an inch smaller so it has that white border around it. I'm doing a regular A2 size card, and so that was all I did. I just cut that out. I glued that onto my card base. And then I took some of the colors from that pattern paper to cut out my truck and all my pieces parts there. I also did use some of the paper in the pad to cut out my elements and put those together. I did pull out my distress inks because I wanted everything to have a little bit of that distress look. So I did go around my panel, and then I went around all of the elements with the same color, and I'll have it down in the description box below. Now, I usually, or I should say, I started out buying my Minte pads from the Frantic Stamper. That, I believe, was the only place that carried them first, or the only place I knew of in the US that had them. Since then, the Seven Kids Craft Store now does carry them. Um, so I will buy mine from Kelly there. And I think there is another one now, this rubber buggy, but I'm not familiar with them. So I did take a peek at Kelly's store. I don't see that she has this one in anymore, but I'm not sure if she plans on getting more, but you can always check back. I mean, all of the Minte papers are just beautiful. Um, but you can always ask her to. That's one thing I love about the Seven Kids. Like, if you're looking for something or you need something, you can message her. She has a Facebook group. I have done that before, and she will try to get it in for you if people are interested. So that's always something you can do. The Frantic Stamper, I've never had a problem with them. Their customer service is great. It's a great site. They have a ton of items. I just sometimes when I just need one or two items or something like that, I find their shipping to my area to be extremely expensive. So I kind of steer clear, not because they're a bad company or anything like that. It's just personal preference. You only have so much money to spend on stamping or crafting. So sometimes the shipping kind of gets me if it's too high. So, um, But I'll link Kelly's store in the description. I know she has some of their other pads if you just want to see what she's got in her shop. So, like I said, I just ran all of this through my die machine. I just distressed it a little bit. I glued it all together. I grabbed my CC Designs to grab some of my little matte gems there, and I added those in some random places. And then I decided to grab my Nuvo Glitter Gloss marker, and I just put that in some, mainly on the flowers. I put some on the waves and I think on the sailboat, just to liven it up a little bit, even though it's pretty much a flat image in the back. You know, if you do a little detail work, it really does a lot to help it stand out. I'm also going to grab my white gel pen, and I'm going to add in some highlights on some of the elements on the card and on the truck. And I love all the sparkle that came out on this card. It's one of those cards that I pictured in my head, and it actually came out exactly how I pictured it. So I also wanted to give just a little bit more dimension to my card, so I pulled back out the Mintay pad, and they also include like a bonus sheet on the back of the cover that just has extra elements that you can use. So I found some that would match, like some of the flowers and things like that, and I cut those out, and I'm going to use some foam tape and just pop those up. That way other parts of the card just has a little bit of dimension, and again, you know, that'll just give a little wow factor to your card. And you know, it really didn't take me all that long to cut those little pieces out. And I think it really added something to the card there. So that is all I did. I think it was a really simple card, but I was so happy how it came out. And the surfboard and the ball, they did also come from the paper pad. And I think I've had this paper pad in my stash for a year or so, and this is the first time I've used it, and now I want to use more papers, and summer's over, so now I'm going into the fall and Halloween card making. But at least I got to pull it out once and play with it. So down in the description box below, I just want to remind you I am going to have the next person on the hop. We do have some participants using their blog. I'm not sure, some may be using Instagram as well. Now, I also have an Instagram and blog, and I always add my videos to that as well, and that'll be linked below. And Teresa from Scrapping for Less, thank you again for putting this hop together. It was so much fun. I'm going to have her store linked below if you want to check her out. And there is my final card for you to look at. And then my kids had decided that they wanted to record a little message. So I'm going to leave that at the end. If you want to check it out, you can. If not, enjoy the next person on the hop. Until next time. Thanks. Bye.
Welcome back to my mommy's channel. I love my mommy now.
Subscribe to my mommy's channel. I love my mom. Subscribe.
Bye. Die. I love my mom so pretty. Her
We
so
will
pretty.
not.
Her so pretty.
We will not talk that much in the video because we will be doing kid stuff as usual. It's time to give her thing back to mom.
Okay, one more.
Then I subscribe to my mom for keeping this channel. Bye.